Listen!
So I was just gonna start your guys' video, and there's like a little plant growing from the table. It's a unusual place to grow, but maybe that has some significance with your reading. Maybe you are growing from a place, like it's giving me like flower popping up from the cement, right? Like there's something here where, like, against all odds, you were able to grow from something, or you were able to come up out of a situation. You were able to bring yourself, like you were able to be, like, I'm hearing resilient. You were, it's almost like something took root and you just refused. You know, it's also getting me like you were not picked, because I'm getting like a flower that was not picked, a flower. So maybe you could have gone throughout life where you weren't really picked for many things, or like growing up you weren't picked, like, you know, just like, let's just use an example of like a sports team, right? You weren't you just were not, you weren't the first choice for certain things here. Sixth house was coming into play, so sixth house. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the collective, please help me give a clear and concise message to the collective here for what it is that they need to know. Okay, so you have Pluto and Pisces. And we were just talking about dreams, your dreams. Oh wait, was it in this one? I had to restart the video. I'll put what I was talking about in just a second. I keep hearing three-eyed raven, and you know what? I had a weird dream last night. I was telling my friend about it this morning. I dreamt of the crows, and it could be subconscious, you know, all this stuff could be subconscious, but one of the crows had 3 eyes. And we were talking, and they were telling me like, oh, that, like, they didn't get a good feeling from that. And it makes me think of like monitoring. Ooh, and then you have 3 of swords at the bottom. Okay, I guess this wants to come out. So 3 of swords and the chariot. Focus on something else. And look at, there's the crow. Maybe someone here has been writing down their dreams, like a dream journal, or but I was saying that I had a weird dream last night where there was, a crow just flew right over, where there was a crow in my dream. Oh, there's a crow right there. There was a crow in my dream. There was actually multiple. And one of them had 3 eyes. And maybe subconsciously, I don't know, I know that there's like the 3-eyed raven in, you know, Game of Thrones. Maybe that has some significance, or just knowing something. Hi, babes. And I hear a hawk. Sorry, I'm getting like really distracted. I've been having this feeling, and I don't know if it's in regards to this channel, if this is like for the collective here, if this is for me. And I guess I'll be open about it with you guys, because but it's like this feeling of like being monitored, being watched. But I've been getting all the, like, I know I'm protected, I know that 100%, but I just keep getting all these like signs, and I'm wondering, oh, there's a dove over there. Heavy messaging, right? Like, this is like spirit coming in through very loudly. You know what? I'm not even gonna touch these cards right now, because I'm not 100% getting anything from this. And I'm like so distracted right now. But like, to the point, like, this is the second time I started filming. Like, I filmed a couple minutes before redoing it, because I was just so distracted. I just feel like something is not wanting me to get a message to you guys. Holy Spirit, please connect me to the collective here. Archangel Michael asks that you cast out any malignant or malicious spirits, energies, entities, any monitoring spirits, any energies or entities that the collective here does not permit in their reading. Two Swords, a target, blind target. Okay. Someone's trying to cause a distraction. This is spiritual warfare, I feel like. And I know that's kind of like jumping before, like, trying to look at things in a logical, before I even get all the details, I'm just like immediately going to spiritual warfare. But that's what this feels like. Because it feels like someone, maybe this is all just like like symbolism for me to pick up for this reading. Oh my God, and there's two blue jays right there. And two butterflies. What the fuck? Like, someone was trying to hit you, or someone tried to throw something at you, and it made its mark. So maybe this is like something barely brushed you, but you see how she has the two familiars here as well, the crow and the cat. So you have two protective spirits over you right now, watching over you. And I think that there was a redirection. Like, if something did hit you, it's almost like if someone was trying to do like some spiritual practice on you, it's almost like a graze. Because I'm getting that it hit the mark. You see it hit its target. She hit her target. Someone was doing some type of casting on you, and it hit its mark, but it's like it just grazed you. Maybe you've been experiencing, like, maybe you got sick, or maybe you got like you lost your voice, or you something fell through, or something. It's something minor though, right? It's like something that would be a little bit tedious to you, but it's not as massive of an impact as was intended, because I'm feeling like this was like very much I mean, we have the Pluto card that came out, and it says obsession with and power struggle, the need for control. And Pluto is also like about destruction, right? Renewal, death, rebirth, things like that. So it makes me think. And you know what, with the Pisces coming out, it says spirituality to ultimately experience. Oh my God, I'm like having a friggin' can't read. Spirituality to ultimately experience, trusting your psychic knowledge. Your dreams. You could have dreamt of this person recently. If there's someone, if you're wondering like who this is, they could have shown up in your dreams. You know what? Yes, because this is making me think. There was a period, there was one point in my life where, and I don't, like, I do get dreams where there's like messages and stuff, but not as often as other people that I know, and like my family, certain family members will have dreams, and I have a friend that has like a dream, like they dream consistently, and it's like, that is like one of their, like that is one of their main spiritual gifts, because there has been so many confirmations and validations when it comes to that. But for me, I don't, like, I do dreams certain times, but I feel like the dreams will come to me when spirit is like, hey, you're not paying attention, you're not listening. And you could be having some type of dream right now with this, but I had a dream one time. I was friends with this person, and this was before, when I had this dream, this was before things started to get like a little bizarre. Like I had really no issues with this person. Like we were close, and I remember I had a dream where I was laying in bed, I was on my side, and I felt someone put their arm around my waist and like try to like pull me close to them. And in the dream I was like, what the heck? I'm like trying to get the arm off, and I turned around to see like who it was that was trying to like keep me in their grip. And it was one of my very close friends, and they had this like look in their eye. They had this like really big smile. It creeped me out. Like even to this day, it gives me a little bit of shivers. And it creeped me out, and it was so, I woke up feeling like really spooked, and I was like, what the heck was that about? And it felt like a message, like literally a message. But it was one of those where I was like, no, that's not it, because like obviously like that's my close friend, like that I'm overthinking, or probably, you know, I ate something weird before I went to bed, you know. It was one of those things. And then like a couple weeks, actually I think it was like a couple months, actually it was like a few weeks down the line, we just didn't, we grew apart. We had a little bit of a falling out, and so that's coming to mind right now. You could have dreamt of this person, or you could have, if this is someone that's like not even on your radar, there could be someone like a wolf in sheep's clothing around you, like a friend or like not even a friend, but someone that's disguising themselves as a friend, or someone that has like, I don't even want to say like bad intentions. Like I feel like if there's whatever negative feelings are coming up in this person, it doesn't feel like they are wanting it to, right? It's like they almost can't control how they feel about you in some type of situation here, but that's how they feel, and it's negative, right? And you could be none the wiser to this. And so it's like spirit's been trying to tell you through dreams, through other outside messages, however it is that you receive messages. Like just an example, like obviously I use like nature and birds and stuff, so whatever it is that you use, it's like, I don't know if there's been a consistent, like how do I word that? An increase in like sightings or visitation, something like that. Like I'm just getting like someone here has had an increase in your messages here, like spirit reaching out. Or you could be having a lot more dreams. Ooh, Queen of Wands at the very bottom. You could be a fire sign, or this could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But like you really do, you're in a energy right now where you're kind of thriving. You're kind of, I'm hearing like, why am I hearing all or nothing as well? But you could have won something. You could just be recognized right now for something. You could be very popular. You could be the talk of the town. You could be, I'm getting someone here that has a very fiery personality. I also see the hummingbird. This makes me think that someone here could have like a lot of movements, like you talk with your hands, or because hummingbirds, they very flittery, right? Like they, rapid movements. So you could be someone that is either like you're twitchy, or you're just, you know, you're very expressive when it comes to like body language. I don't know, something with body language here. Oh my God, we have death. Like I said, death coming out. Plutarian energy, 9 of Cups. But you're really, like I said, you're in your own zone here. You're in your own element here. You could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. You could be a water sign. Maybe you're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and whoever is coming through is who has it out for you is a fire sign, because I also have Sagittarius here. Oh, look, the 6th house. What was I saying? I did say the 6th house. So like work, Sagittarius, resulting, it says, get it out to the world. Excuse me. Yeah, honestly, I think there's going to be some type of relationship that's going to end here, to be honest, or like you're going to make some type of discovery of someone wishing ill on you, or someone, you know what this makes me think of? Singularity from BTS, sung by V. Obviously it's a Korean song, but there's translations, and I'm getting like the lyrics. The lyrics are very deep, where it's like talking about wanting to hide myself for you, threw myself in a frozen lake. You could have actually done a lot for this person, to be honest. Like, you guys might have some type of, like, I'm hearing thick as thieves, like a strong connection here. But I'm telling you, like, this is gonna be, and then you have Aquarius here, where there's discoveries of, I saw discovery. So you're gonna discover something. Someone here could be an Aquarius, or maybe Aquarius is in your chart, or air sign is in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but something unconventional. Oh my God, look, and then the freaking devil coming out. Give me a second. Because honestly, I'm getting this a little bit as like a caution or like a warning, but not so much to a point where it's like, you know, don't like be scared. I just think that someone's trying to present something false to you. Someone's coming to you, or someone is presenting themselves in a very false manner and offering you different temptations, or trying to like do little things here and there to keep you satisfied, or to keep you off of their scent, off the trail. Like, I don't know, this is so weird. So it's like someone could be doing something behind the scenes where, but you know, something's building up. And you guys got volcano the last time as well, where something's about to erupt. I'm telling you, something's about to come out. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit like tower energy. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know for their highest good, for their highest light? What do they need to know? Angels, ancestors of the collective watching this video, what is it that they need to know today? Okay, you got the 7 of Cups and the Magician. So it's like Spirit is letting you know that you can really, whatever, you have the power to manifest whatever outcome to this situation. I feel like the ball is in your court. Again, you're going to be the one that has, like, you're going to discover something, and it's going to have to be, you're going to have to make a decision whether or not you're going to do something about it. Because for some of you, there might be a little bit of a delusion. There might be a little bit of like not wanting to see the reality of a situation, especially if this is in regards to someone that you truly care about. If you find out that they're being sneaky, or they backstab, or they don't really have your best interest, or they, you know, threw you under the bus for something, or I don't know, it's just giving, it just really is giving someone that's trying to, and again with like the temptations, right? Like she's behind the counter, she's trying to sell something to this person. It's like, I have everything that you desire, but do you? So it's like someone trying to make you choose between certain things here. But the kicker is that you have all the tools here. You're able to manifest something. And you guys got the Magician last reading as well. So it's like you are very balanced, and this is consistent in the way that you guys have the tools. Like you're able to utilize the tools in front of you to get to where you want to be. And maybe this is what's throwing someone off here. I don't know if this is in regards to like your own path that you're walking right now. If someone, like it says here, a power struggle. So I don't know if it's like something that, like a decision that you're making here where there is some type of like power struggle, but it feels mostly like it's not really coming from your end. Here are the crows again. The Lovers and the Star. Okay, so something is absolutely going to be, like there's going to be a light shine. A light shown? It's going to be a light casted on something here. The Lover. So this could actually be a partner. This could be a friend. Actually, can I have more clarification on the Lovers? The Moon. So this is still hidden to you, or this is something that you're not really seeing. And again, like look at the way that the reflection is. This cat, their reflection shows something different, right? Normally I'd kind of look at this in a bigger context of like a more positive aspect, but to me, again, just as we're talking about like a wolf in sheep's clothing, someone not showing who they really are. Like there's something here where it's like how they're being presented is not how they truly are. Oh my God, yeah, and then look, because look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Relationships, Libra, with the two scales again. Yeah, someone has a secret here. Someone is keeping something close to their chest. Someone is not, like they are fighting tooth and nail for something to get revealed. But even with the window open here, this makes me think that there's something still ajar where the information can come out. This could be a masculine that's keeping something, I mean, yeah, this could be a masculine because the Devil's a masculine. I mean, we don't know if these are both women or men, but regardless, it is kind of like a masculine energy here though, so I don't know, maybe this is like someone that's in like a secret competition with you. So Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? 10 of Wands. This is kind of burdensome. You know what though, this makes me think that you maybe took a risk on something, or there's a new chapter in your life, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. You could have taken a risk on something, or you could have like, this could be just like a new chapter, right? The Wheel of Fortune, something shifted. You're like in a new cycle of your life right now. And right, because of the ship as well. And look at with the two birds. Someone here definitely has like two spirits around them, protective spirits, with the cat. So someone here could have a familiar as well. It doesn't have to be, but you could absolutely have a familiar. But with the Ten of Wands, it's like someone's burdened by your new start, right? I mean, because even the Fool is about like the beginning, right? The Fool's journey is the beginning, a new cycle. It literally, this is talking about a new cycle. More Aquarius energy as well. You could work in real estate. You could work in the health, like the health department. You could be like a nurse practitioner. You could be a CNA. You could be a PA. You could be, again, real estate agent. Like I said, there's something here. Maybe you're an interior designer. Maybe you work at a jewelry shop. Maybe you do something with jewelry. The thing is, though, I feel like whoever you triggered, I think it's because they know either you are receiving or they know that you have the capability to receive abundance in all avenues of your life. I mean, there's different images here, right, that's being presented. So it's like you have the ability to manifest so many different, like there's so many different ways that blessings come into your life. And they affect different parts of your life, right? Like your health, your job, your relationships, it's just something like that where it's like spirit really works with you. And for some reason, this is burdensome on someone else. I don't know why. I mean, obviously there's some type of competition. Yeah, look at the Five of Swords. It causes some type of strife. It causes some type of pain here because it's like, look, you're the one that is able to bruise something. You're the one that's able to cast something. I feel like you're the one that has like the knowledge or the intellect to create something. And there's people over here that are very worried and concerned about what's coming out. Like someone here could also be like very... again, the hidden energy. Someone's covering their face. Someone's covering themselves like a mask. Like they're really covering their face up. I'm hearing egg on your face. Now you got egg on your face. Someone's about to have egg on their face. Like someone's about to put their foot in their mouth. I feel like someone's gonna tell on themselves. There's gonna be discovery. Someone's gonna tell on themselves. Yep. Look at, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor. You're not really, like, I do feel like you will be affected by this, but it's not gonna phase your actions that you're taking. It's not gonna phase, it's not gonna distract you, is what this comes down to. Because again, at the beginning of this reading, it's all about fucking distractions. But I don't feel like that's what's going to happen here, because I feel like you are very focused when it comes to like your desires, your goals, your happiness, your joy, your health, your self-love. Like there's something here where it's like you have prioritized that. So whatever this person thought that they could say or do to get you off track, I think they have you really, it's like I'm hearing, you got me all the way fucked up. And they also have you, like, I feel like they underestimate you as well, because they're not seeing you in the Emperor energy, which you are. You're someone that's making a lot of smart decisions. You're making a lot of, this could also be in regards to work. A lot of like big boss decisions. more Aries energy coming through as well. Taurus is coming through as well. Nine of Pentacles is all about kind of enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? Like she's literally lounging, she's drinking some wine, she's reading a book. There could also be a grandfather figure. You know why? Because this is making me think, I was seeing so many signs of cardinals, and cardinals to me always make me think of grandparents, and more specifically grandfather, especially the red cardinals. And I even saw a license plate today that had a red cardinal on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a message, like I'm thinking from my grandpa, but maybe this is overall like a grandfather spirit. Ooh, the wind's kicking in. Grandfather spirit, because even looking at this book, I started reading this book yesterday called The Tiger's Wife. I literally just started it, but so far it's about a grandfather who, like, this woman's connection to her grandfather's stories after he passes. She finds something after he passes, so maybe you make a discovery after someone's passing, or I don't know, like, it's so crazy. There's something here where you're about to discover something that's, honestly, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit hurtful, just because I feel like this person is someone that you trust, is someone that you have a relationship with, and there's gonna be a need to cut some type of cord here. And they might be the one doing it themselves, right? They could be the one that causes this rift, and you're just the one that has to, you know, sever that tie. But on the positive, I don't think that this, like I said, I don't think this is gonna really, like, it's not super damaging, you know what I mean? Like, and I hope that doesn't sound bad, especially if this is in regards to someone, because I just feel like you don't have an issue cutting people or things out of your life that don't have your best interests at heart, right? It really just comes down to that, where it's like, oh, okay, I see what it is that you're asking, you know. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope this message resonated. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was entertaining at the very least, is it for entertainment purposes. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye.